If anything at all, you never know what could possibly be hidden in the depths of this land, of this little house. Nice little hovel you got there. Not sure why you have a cactus. Ever tell you guys that I once, like a cactus fell off a windowsill and I caught it with my hands? That was the biggest mistake of my life, I'll tell you that much. Grandpa's special recipe. This stuff tastes fantastic. A blacksmith and a cook. Who'd have thunk it? Let's see. I think this is a workbench. The work table. Boom! Extra experience points. Going to Shu, because this is Shu's house. That is how we do. Okay, up and up and up and up we go, and we've got beds. Hello, hello. It smells like Grandpa. I want to see him soon. What does your grandpa smell like? I imagine Bengay. Does Bengay exist in your world? Probably not. Kind of got a weird medieval vibe going on. Examining the drawers. What is this? It's stinky. Underwear. I forgot to wash them. And yes, that bit of dialogue was entirely necessary and worth the trip. That's all that's in Shu's house. Moving on. All right. Let's see. Whose home is next? Believe it or not, there's actually something else in Talta Village that we don't have to do, but in general is a pretty good idea that we do it, knowing what I know. And it doesn't involve these houses at all. It's just, I think it's kind of neat to just, you know, see the characters' prior living residences. And now we have reached Kluke's house. How about that? Let's see. Must be kind of bittersweet, what with your, you know, living on your own and everything. Hello, hello. This is something that's completely optional, but all the same. Very interesting. The ancient phonograph. What could possibly be on this ancient phonograph, you might wonder? Well, you're right. You might remember when Jiro and Kluke were talking amongst themselves in the middle of the night not too very long ago. There was a little ditty that was going through the that was going around in the background. This is at least what I consider to be Kluke's theme song, if you will.
These endless falling tears, fountains of sadness seem to appear.
And as much as I dearly would love to have the entire song play for you, and as much as I would like to take my time just a little bit more often, I feel like I've pretty much gotten the point across. It is a lovely song. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I think that might be Kluke singing it. I think she recorded this thing on the phonograph, which makes a whole new layer of unbelievably depressing. Which, remember how I said that I think the characters' shadows represent their overall personalities? I think the Phoenix really works for Kluke. Mostly on the grounds that, you know, it's a Phoenix. What are Phoenixes known for? Dying and then coming back to life stronger than they ever were before. There's no doubt that almost out of everybody on our group right now, Kluke has definitely suffered through the most tragedy and horrors so far, losing her family and living completely on her own. I mean, Shu lost his parents too, but at least he has his grandpa to lean back on. Kluke has absolutely nothing but her friends, and even then she still wants to put up a tough image in front of them so that they don't worry about her. A phoenix is a very apt metaphor for her. This reminds me of old ladies. What a lovely scent. Indeed. Alright, that was unnecessary, and it also totally broke the mood. Oh boy. A diary? Yes, let's just read this randomly, why not? Dad isn't good at talking about his feelings, so this diary is the only way to express them. Someday, Kluke, I want to show you this diary, to show you how Dad feels about you. I hope you understand. Then again, maybe you already do. Your face, your voice, your actions. It's crystal clear that you love Dad, just as much as I love you. All my love, my darling. It's not signed, but it's rather obvious that this diary belongs to Kluke's mother. Whew! Getting hit right in the feel bones. Alright, well. I suppose there's really only one thing left to do. I pretty much came here for the phonograph. And, considering we've gotten the old 1-2 with the fists right in the feel guts, there's really only one thing we can do to possibly, alleviate the untold sadness that we might be feeling right now. Rummaging through the drawers. Don't go in there. What's this thin cloth? Maru! Bam on the head. Booyah! Rummaged. Grab the underwear. Because that's something that has to happen in video games. Thank you, Japan. It smells like Kluke. I told you, knock it off. Yep, this gotten from sad to creepy. And I guess that's kind of the point? I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to go with a creepy atmosphere rather than a somber and mellow one, but apparently that's just how I do. Okay, well, that's quite enough of that. We've only got one house left to rummage through, and for the life of me, I don't even know if there's anything useful or even interesting in there, but we're gonna visit it anyway for the sake of closure. I mean, we can't just go to Shu and Kluke's house and not see Jiro's. I mean, come on. Let's see, if I remember correctly, this would be the place. Yep. That is correcto. Is there anything in this vase? Or vase, if you're fancy? Oh, 10 gold. Fantastic. I don't even know if I ever brought this up, but you can just sort of randomly examine things in the general area, like this barrel, and there might be stuff in it. But, I mean, there isn't any in this one, but, you know, there could be. Is there anything here? Yes, gold. See? There you go. I mean, it's not much money, but it's something. It fits that your home would be so clean. It feels like your mom does things right, Jiro. Kluke. My grandpa's hopeless when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, Shu. Oh, you rapscallion. Alright. And if I remember correctly, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to really say or do around this place. Suppose we could check up the upstairs just for making sure. Alright, this is definitely Jiro's parents' room. And we got some mobility bomb. Not sure what I was doing in there, but there you go, I guess. Got anything to say about the beds there, Jiro? Any reminiscing? Any thoughts on the matter? No? Alright. Alright, then, we just took the gold from the nightstand. Ha-ha! Petty theft! That's how we operate, thank you very much. If that was their parents' bed, though, where on earth is Jiro's bed? Where does he sleep? Wait, do you have, like, 2 staircases in your house, Jiro? Is that seriously what the... Well, how about that? Figures Jiro would have such a freakishly gigantic library in his room and a cactus right next to your bed. That's pretty ballsy, bro. Okay, well, you got anything interesting on your little... Wow, he's got a globe, too. And experience points, which we'll be going to... Oh, okay, I guess I'm putting that to Kluke. Meant to put that to Jiro. Whoopsie doodle. There are many books and study materials. Because that's pretty much all Jiro ever does with his free time. However... I'm not sure if that's a toy or... those look like models to me. Right now, that's got a remote control. And that's definitely a model plane. Huh. Interesting, actually.
Nothing.
Huh. Okay, well. I suppose that's really all we can do right now. So, I guess all that's left to do is, I think it's almost entirely optional. Whether or not it is or it isn't, I'm not entirely sure, but it's something we're going to be doing either way. But before we do, we don't want to run into this blindly like a bunch of fools. Heal up Kluke, and that should probably give you a little bit of warning as to what exactly we will be doing. As soon as I remember the direction we need to go, I think it's directly up the hill. Yep, right up those stairs over there. And we have lost connection to my controller. Okay, how about that? Okay, that was random. Alright. It's times like this I wish we could move just a teensy tiny bit faster. Is that uppity know-it-all over there down there still roaming around? No, I think he left. You better not come back, I swear. I will wreak unholy vengeance upon thee. Alright, let's see what's on here. Oh, more medals. Those are always useful. I mean, we'll eventually run into Toriyama again eventually, so... We will be prepared. Okay, and right up yonder... No, wait, this isn't where we want to be at all. This is the lookout from the beginning of the game. That's cool and everything, but not where we want to be. Okay, we want to use the ladder. Sense of direction. I do not have one. Alright, let's see. There we go. You might be able to see it way off in the distance, but there happens to be a living somebody or another right over there. And we wish to interact with that fellow. As soon as we, open up the chest for some free loots. Broken internal engine. Oh, hold up. I demand we all hold the friggin' phone and Is that an attack item? I think it might be. No, definitely not. A support item, perhaps? A broken internal engine slightly decreases movement speed of an enemy. Okay. Just making sure. I thought that might have been something else. It was in fact not. Hello, Mr. Coffee Man. What's up? Hoo-ha! Are you feeling sick or something? Nah, I feel real good. Real good. Because I'm going to eat all your fools because I'm a crazy man who just looks like a man, when in actuality, I'm some kind of crazy cannibalistic ghost monster. But you didn't see that coming now, did you, fools? Oh, but he doesn't have the gumption or gall to actually face us like a champ. Oh, no. He summons various creatures to do his various biddings, which is all sorts of messed up. However, and here's something I totally forgot to mention at any point in time. And yes, while he has his minions out, he can guard up to 95% of all damage done to him, so do not bother even trying to attack that guy. As much as it is a pain in the butt, you do have to actually take care of all of his minions before you can take down the big head honcho. That being said... Crap, could have sworn I could have used healing magic to take care of those guys. Oh well, guess we're gonna have to settle for brute force. I mean, hey, it's worked fantastically so far. Why change strategy now? Luckily, his beginning wave of minions really aren't anything to write home about. Just a quick swipe. Fantastic. Also, Jiro, you're not charging your attack anymore, I can't help but notice. Also, this guy's kind of a potent black magic user. He has, the ability to attack everybody. Oh. Luckily, he's only attacking Kluke, and luckily for us, she's actually has the best magical defense out of anybody here. So that's something. Then again, actually, Shu might be better. Who knows? Don't know for certain. Maru, if you'd be so kind as to smack the purple off of that skeleton. Wonderfully done. Good job. So, and there we go. See, look how pitiful amount of damage that was. That was useless. And he's gonna summon even more of these guys. And they're slightly stronger than they were before. No green ones here. Okay, let's see. Use the mighty magical properties of our water spewing and soften fools up a bit even more. Okay, things are looking good. Now, all we gotta do is do a little mowing down. As much as I'd like to use that awesome amplified attack that Jiro has, probably best he goes into healing mode. Don't want him to... I don't want this guy to accidentally take down somebody important. That's one of the real big, problems. It's not a problem with the game. It's just it's something you need to look out for when you're fighting in this game. If one member of your team goes down, it's kind of devastating. The way you structure your team almost always has you kind of relying on at least somebody. So when one character goes down, your entire strategy will almost go completely belly up, and you have to think things through and change things up if you can't revive them. It's like, I've never really had an RPG where the character just falling flat down and not being able to fight anymore really means as much. It's like, it's a serious problem. You do not want that to happen. Alright, you know what? How about we actually, finally, for the first time friggin' ever, actually... Oh, okay, well, that's something. Alright. Shu, you just do that. Kluke, I'm going to need you to defend. I just want to show off that attack once, since we've gotten the dang thing. I've softened everybody up, and... There we go! See, that is the attack amp. It does the exact same amount of damage as it would on a singular enemy, all on just one. Wow. On everybody. Okay. And with that, he has no more minions at his disposal, so we can just give him a solid trouncing. Can I use my healing magic on this guy now? No? Alright, well, I can definitely use Shine. That's gonna damper your spirits just a teensy-tiny little bit. Alright. Light magic. Not the most useful in certain situations, but when you're fighting the undead, kind of a godsend. Although this specific ability isn't the most useful, it will stun him, which will prevent him from doing stuff like, oh, let's say this. Yeah, okay, that's something I'd like you to not do anymore, if that's okay with you. There we go. Right into the sweet spot without giving him the time to attack. That should stun him, or it'll miss. It could possibly miss. That is always a possibility. Never let failure, not be an option. Oh, there we go. Not so tough without your army to back you up, are ya? Alrighty. Fantabulific. A whole bunch of experience points and the like. That takes care of business. And onwards we go. Into what remains of this town's inn. And apparently it had one. Did not know this. Somebody help me! Peruto! Guy who apparently is named Peruto. Wow. You're kind of fat. Okay, well, hang on. Let's help you out. And, okay, if you just, I'm saved, thanks to you. That monster had me locked up. He imprisoned me and was attacking anyone who visited the village. Now he's gone, thanks to you. Thanks a million. It's not much of a thank you, but take this. An ordeal earring. Fantastic, actually. You may scoff at such a thing, but let's see. We can just snap that onto Shoe, get a whole bunch more magical defense. Always useful for our resident tank. I also believe you have quite a bit of things you can sell us. Apparently this guy's just going to chill out in this completely abandoned town with nobody here in it. Just to, I guess, waiting for everybody to come back eventually. Considering, and I guess this is kind of a spoiler, nobody ever comes back to this village ever, I can only assume he just lives the rest of his life down here and never speaks or talks to anybody, and everyone just assumes he's dead. So, kind of dark, but there you go. Now we shall stay at the inn and rest on our laurels, I suppose. Kind of weird that she's not on a mattress of some sort, but there you go, I guess. And Viola De Niro, we are set. Okay, so we got rid of the pesky demon that was, you know, troubling Tulta Village. We checked all of the characters' homes just to, you know, for the sake of closure, because, like I said, we're never coming back. And we now know where everybody is and where we need to go, and that is Castle Gibraltown, which we will have to go through the Valley of Murals, or Land of Murals, or whatever. Living paintings that eat your face. They exist. They're jerks. We must smote them. And okay, I don't think I forgot about you, guy. I know you're out here. Ah, oh no, you're not the guy. The guy I was fighting was like orange. Wow, there's a whole heap of helping of these guys. Fine, all right. And, there, okay. Did not want to get hit. Okay, might as well, it's a bit of a parting gift. Show these fools not to mess with Tulta Village anymore, okay? Okay. Let's just give them the old swipey. Charge up just a teensy tiny bit. Always charge up at least a little. You never know when it's gonna help. Alright. And a quick smackadoo of the face, and slam-o-bam. There we go. Slam-bam, thank you, ma'am. Step on the floor, let's jam. And the guy in the back will do nothing, because he is a scoundrel and a coward. Alright. Good sir, you are a scoundrel and a coward. I challenge you to a duel. I do not accept. Why on earth not? Because I am a coward and a scoundrel. Touché, good sir. And that is the story of those two guys and how a duel was never meant to be. Okay. Also, don't think I'm clever. I'm pretty sure I stole that from something. I think it was a webcomic at some point I saw. Also, a monster fight, apparently. Did not know this was happening. Sword hunting. And now he doesn't have a sword. Well, sucks to be that guy, although that guy's now significantly stronger. Not having any of that. Charge up our power. Didn't charge it up nearly enough. Unfortunate. A quick swiftity. Okay, well, that guy, freaking roly-poly with a spear ain't got nothing. You ain't got no game, son. You ain't got no game. Alright, no sense wasting a turn on just one stinking measly purple skeleton thingamabobber guy. When Jiro can take care of that guy without any problem whatsoever, we'll just charge up the water magic. And hopefully, that'll take care of, at the very least, the little roly-poly dudes. And that super skeleton over there doesn't have a sword, so I guess he's just going to have to hit us with his bony hands. And you, good sir, are no Sir Daniel Fortescue, so that's not going to be nearly as effective as I imagine you would hope it would be. Okay, just one quick slappy. Fantastic. There goes that guy. Now what are you going to do? What on earth are you even going to do? Oh, you're going to defend yourself. Ain't that adorable? Okay, so apparently that actually worked. You managed to actually block through a critical. But, can your shield protect you from the Minotaur Fist of Justice? We're about to find out. I wouldn't let down your guard, good sir. Yep, alright, let's see if we can figure it out. Boo shakalaka! Alright, it wasn't the traditional Fist of Minotaur Justice, but it was just as good, I would say. And give us all the experience in the SPs. Thank you very much. And now, let us get out of this town. We've spent more than enough time dwelling in the past. We must take the first step forward and find our comrades, our townsfolk, our friends, our family. We must find them to ensure their safety. Alright, so we're headed to the Valley of Murals. What direction do we need to go to do that? Okay, it's not gonna tell me, but I'm pretty sure this is a direction we haven't been, and that would imply good things. Well, okay, Arbok is behind us. Or as he likes to call himself, Chapuk! Okay, well that's a bunch of rubble. The cliff must have collapsed. Doesn't look like we can go this way. It's the long way anyway. Let's go to the Valley Murals. Okay, so apparently that's not the direction we want to go. Although, for the record, I do think that's actually, I think that rubble does get cleared up eventually. Not that it really matters, because we have the whole warp key technology thing going on. Okay, so how about up yon cliff? Okay, there doesn't seem to be a path of any description, but I see a treasure chest, and I am all about those things. Hello, hello, what could all be in this thing? Part of an internal engine. Okay, well, I guess that's something. Do not have time for your measly, snaky ways. And he's using, like, his little wings as, like, a source of propellant. That's admirable, but at the same time, kind of pathetic. It's like a Dunsparce. I like Dunsparce. No one else likes Dunsparce. What's up with that? Let's see. I wonder if this is the Valley of Murals. It's pretty much the only place we can possibly go, so I certainly hope it is. Or we're gonna have problems. Or the ancient ruins. No, Balderdash. This is where we started our crazy adventure. Man, if you just think about it, if we didn't stand on top of the land shark like a bunch of doofuses, we would have never gone up to Nene's castle, never gotten the shadow magic, and we probably would have just wandered on off home. Who knows what kind of things would have gone on in that weird parallel universe where that happened. I imagine, I don't know, maybe somebody else would have gotten the shadow powers, but who knows? Mysterious circumstances. Okay, so we've only got one final thing, and I'm no geologist, but that looks to be a valley of some description. Now, as long as there are murals all about the area, we should be in business.